Hi guys, it's me, Jen. I am sitting here trying on new sweaters. But I decided I was going to go through some of my makeup today and pull a few pieces at a time because I have a hell of a collection of ancient makeup that a certain TikToker influencer enjoys talking about makeup from the past, things that you know, um, you know, uh, go. So I'm gonna show you some of my stuff as I'm doing it. So okay, I've already kind of prepped my face with my moisturizer and whatever, but I'm gonna start with this really really old um I don't even know what this is. Super corrective serum. I don't know. I honest to God, I couldn't tell you. I think it's an all over serum. I can't remember. It still smells okay. So we're going to try. That which doesn't make my face break out is great. Okay, let's see. Oh boy, let's hope this doesn't do anything. Oh, by the way, I'm sick. So if you hear this horrible sounding voice, it's because I'm sick. Anyway, all right, so the next thing I'm trying to. All right, let's go with. Oh boy, I don't even know what to do first. Okay, I have Lorac. It's a oil-free neutralizer, color correcting makeup. So this should be scary. This is really. I'm gonna tell you, I bought this seriously. It's not even moving in here. My mom was still alive and well. My mom has been gone since 2014. We are in 2025 now. So, the chances of this actually being okay, probably not, but hey, what the hell? We're going to do it anyway. I don't know if you could see that. It's really it smells a little alcohol-y. That's all I can say about it. Yeah, it's oh boy. I will really have to clean my brushes when I'm done with this. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna use my makeup mirror here, guys. This is a neutralizer. So, from what I remember, because I don't think I've used a neutralizer in a long time, it just takes down the red in your face and the dark shadows sometimes, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I need more though. Yeah. The sweater that I got it off of Shein. No, I'm sorry, Timu. Timu. And the buttons keep popping off, or not off, but open. And I mean, it's very pretty, but I don't know. It's not a 10 out of 10. Anyway, so we're back to this, and I don't even have. Oh boy, this is some clumpy stuff, guys. Um, yeah, it's pretty clumpy. All right, well, that which does not kill us. I'm doing this, and just for nostalgia purposes, to have these bottles still, it's amazing. I just never throw anything away when it comes to makeup. I don't know. It's like something inside me wants to keep using it until it's gone or something. And I'm not one of those people. I'm in everything in my life, I guess. I'm a teetotaler. So, needless to say, I never quite finish anything. There's very few things that I completely finish. So, at this juncture, like I said, there was still enough of that in the bottle that it's workable, obviously, as you can see. Putting it on my lips, that should kill me. So yeah, we have that. And then, yeah, that's not the correct thing. Okay, so, all right. Yeah, that was pretty. Look at that. Oh boy. So then, one of the things, okay, I've got two things here that I think I used to use together with that neutralizer. Man, I don't know how I did it, but I had crap plastered all over me at some point. So I have Lorac and Maddie Pede. I've got it. I've got the HD Makeup Forever. I've got it. And I know that works. I checked that out one of the last times I went through my drawers. So I think at some point I used the Lorac, which is the Breakthrough Performance Foundation SPF 14, which, okay, with the Makeup Forever, because I think the Makeup Forever was darker or it neutralized differently. So we're going to try, ooh, that drippy one is the Makeup Forever. So, well, we're going to mix them together and see what we got. My face, my skin color's not the same when I was, oh, I don't know, 20 years younger. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to do this. We're doing it. Ugh. And it's in my hair. This is creepy scary how well it's actually going on and not sitting on the surface. I really expected this to be bad. I mean, bad. But, all right, well, the moisturizer I used before I dug into all this, I do use retinol on my face, and I did not wash that off today. I guess I'm trying to use a layer of protection. However, that being said, okay, well, yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest. I'm looking at it, and it's not cakey. It's really not caking. In fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it actually looks better than the foundations I've been using as of late. You know, I have more mature skin. I am 54. So, you know, some of these are just not meant for women my age. And I am one of those people that follows every fashionista, every MUA, and kind of goes by what they're touting. So if Michaela's telling me that this is the shit, of course it's going to be the shit. So yeah, so that, yeah, I even have the box to this. So Maddie P, I hope you're impressed with that. Yeah. So that is the foundation. And mind you, I'm doing an abbreviated to a certain extent. The next thing I'm going to use, which should freak everybody out, I do have the Lorac Pro, but I think that's newer, if I'm not mistaken. So we're not going to go there. We're going to go with this one. Another one that Maddie, which is the Benefit Erase Paste. This was the tried and true brightening camouflage for eyes and face. And maybe on one side I'll do the one that came after, which was Boing Medium, which is another Benefit. They replaced, at I think some point, this with this. So yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna try now. Erase paste for sure. I sort of remember. No, actually, it's not. It's yeah, it's not bad. I thought it was gonna be far harder to. I think it's the Boing that's harder to work with. So I'm gonna go in here with my finger because back in the day, before all these influencers were even born or could hold a brush, this is what we were doing. So I'm going to go with what we were doing at the time. And I am going to use my Pro Concealer Sephora brush, which is 57. Pro Concealer 57. So I'm going to go in with that. And if I'm not mistaken, in the day, I think I just stuck this shit everywhere. Wherever I needed to not look dark. Because from the time I was a young girl, I always had dark circles. And it used to drive me crazy. And when I got a little older and I started understanding makeup more in my 20s and started hanging out at Macy's, which is where you got your makeup at the time, because they're really, I mean, if Sephora existed, it wasn't at my mall. So I am at that age where crepey is a problem. And it is frustrating. So, yeah. So what looks baggy-ish, just frustrating as hell. But yeah, yeah, using the hands, these were all things we did. So that was the erase paste on the side. And I used to use it as a base for my eyeshadows, the whole kit and caboodle. Now, on the other side, I'm going to use the Boing, which is, this was the replacement for erase paste when that went out. And as you can see, like I hit pan a little bit, but there's a lot of this. Now this one, I didn't feel this one was at the time anything in comparison to the erase paste. Everybody lived for the erase paste. That was the thing. So this, you had to kind of stick your finger in the pan and you had to warm this up to get it to move. So took time. Nowadays we just open up a thingy and plop it on our face. Back then it was a lost art of sorts where you know you kind of had to play. And it does, I'm not going to say it doesn't lay nice. It does, and it plays nice. It lays nice and it plays nice, I think. And I mean, honestly, for what these things were in their time and the makeup looks and all that from the 90s to late 90s, early 2000s, this was the stuff. And I remember, I want to say that I got this benefit, the Boing. I want to say I purchased this at Henry Bendel's in New York, which no longer exists. It's another place that's gone. I mean, more in our time that Henry Bendel's is gone. It's like gone the way of Gimbals and, all those places. But at the time, that was, you know, posh and whatever. But yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't see a tremendous difference. All I do see are my eye bags, however, because I'm not using any of my newer things like Banana Bright and things to calm my face down, because I want you to see what these makeups looked like at the time when we were using them, and what they were. And so, this is what they were at the time. And we accepted that and we were okay with that. Um so yeah, this is my yeah. Okay. Well, not cakey, but I don't know. It's definitely strange. As I look at my face in the mirror, I am much older than when I used to sit here and fumble and play with this stuff. So, things are different. Things look different. Things move different on our face. And like I said, I have not used this stuff in a long time. One of the things I would go in with, and I don't know how old this is. Yeah, I don't, it doesn't have the thing anymore, and I don't think I've used it in like million years, is the True Match. Uh, Natural beige. So this might have been my mother's because this color, oh, and this was SPF 17. Uh, so, nowadays everything is a high SPF. This also, this also is like a cream. Um, yeah, I don't even know if I want to put this one on my face because I'm afraid if I put it on top of this, the movement will be very bad. I just, maybe I better not. But this is what it would look like. It does match my skin tone now, but I think we won't play with that. So then the next thing, we'll just do a little contour. And for those of you who know, if you know, you know, we have Anastasia when she first was really pushing these things. I bought this. I want to say I got this at a Sephora when it first opened up in one of my malls in the which I think was Freehold, which is 40 minutes away from us, 35 minutes away. But this was her contour palette. Yay! See, this contour palette, and you can see I really did not use this thing a tremendous amount. You don't see pan. Nowhere on it do you see pan. And I think I actually hated this. I want to say I hated this because it it was hard. I mean, it's hard. Doesn't it doesn't play nice. And if you try to put it over your foundations and stuff, it just, again, it didn't play nice. It played mean. And it would smear your makeup everywhere and then some. So I don't really think I use this a lot. I mean, there's digs in it, so I'm sure at some point I did use it. However, yeah, I don't think I really use it. So I guess we'll go in with, I don't even know if I have, I guess I can just use contour. Yeah, I'll just use this contour brush. And I'll go in using, I don't even know. It's so, maybe I'll use this one. All right, let's try it. Let's see what it does. Oof. This stuff is rough. I'm going to tell you, this stuff is rough. Oof. Okay. Ugh. It is so rough. It's barely making a dent in my... Yeah, I think I remember why this palette looks brand new, pretty much, aside from its age, because it just did not do the job that... Yeah, it was tough to work with. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, I'm sure it's great, and somebody probably loved it out there, but it wasn't me. Um, yeah, and it wasn't like you could just dot it and then put it on your face. No, you could not do that because it just didn't have that capacity. So yeah. All right, let's try to contour this way. This is the most... You could hardly... I don't even think I'm making a dent here. I gotta be honest. Um, Considering how old this stuff is, though, I give it kudos because, yeah, now it's starting to make my lines show up. I'll tell you. Don't age. Stop the clock. I want to get off. Yeah, this is pretty scary. Alright, well, honestly, this is more work than it's worth. I do have the Charlotte Tilbury, uh, you know, her iconic. But for now, we'll just pretend and we'll use this garbage and hope for the best. Yeah, this takes all damn day. But that being said, I mean, it's not hideous, but it's definitely not my jam, guys. It's just not. And yes, I do take my to here so that my cheekbones look a little bit rounder because as you get older, everything sags and looks like hell. So, we have to go in and create artistry, which is again why I don't like this particular thing here because it does not perform. Never did, never will. Okay, so now I'm going to go over it, soften it out. Yeah. Um, oh, sad, sad, sad. But we'll deal. We'll deal. Definitely. This crap's getting washed off as soon as I'm done showing you guys. Because it is really very scary. All right. Now, all right. So that was about it with the Anastasia. Yeah. I can't. I, yeah. I hardly see it. I'll be honest. I really don't see it. If you see it, comment. But yeah, I just don't see this. Um, yeah. So let's smooth it down as best as we can. And that's that. Okay, next. Let's see what else is ancient in here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was getting samples way back. And one of them was the Bon Voyage, which is the bomb, which was Kuwakarabisha, the Bomb Voyage, Volume 2. It doesn't even really. Travel Shadow Ombre Voyage. Okay, so this is some sort of eyeshadow. And then we have Bahama Mama, which is a powder bronzer. Well, yeah, I actually do still kind of use this at times. Not very frequently, but it had a little bit of something here. So we'll try it. We'll try it. We'll see. We'll try it. You know, I don't hold miracles. I really. Um, so yeah, and one of the things that I will mention here is that I take very good care of my stuff. So, there's perceptions to, well, you have all this stuff. Yeah, I take very good care of my things, and they do last forever. And one of the things that I have is an Urban Decay, and I'm going to try and see if it has a year on it. Anyways, Nice, France. I don't see a year. But this thing has been with me, I kid you not, with the proper cleanings and everything else, which it does need a cleaning again. I still have my Optic Blurring Urban Decay Brush Foundation. So, yeah, liquid and powder formula, apply flawlessly. This is, I mean, and I still even have the packaging that it came in. A lot of my things, if you were to venture into my makeup drawers, and I only touch the surface because my makeup cabinet is that big thing with things on top and everything. Yeah, it's loaded to the gills with makeup. Sometimes I can't even close the drawers. So but yeah, one of the things that is, key to owning things and keeping them forever would be, try to keep the packaging This way you know what you're looking at. For a while I got a little sloppy and did not take as good a care, and a lot of those things that I had, I can tell you my makeup went back to when I was in junior high, and that would be Charles of the Ritz. We don't even know who Charles of the Ritz is. If anybody mentioned him, nobody would know who he is. But Charles of the Ritz was the sheet in the day. So I actually did have a lot of stuff from that time frame in my life. However, that stuff just kind of didn't make it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is this. I know you can't really see it very well, but this is Christian Dior. And one of the first really, really good makeup pieces that I still have, and I'm going to say maybe 90. I don't even know because I can't even make out any writing on it anymore. It's so old. Blush Finale. And I don't know what the color was, but I can tell you that way before, everybody was using this iconic candy, cotton candy pink, I had it. It was the 90s. I want to say this was from the 90s, but you can see I still have the brush, and there's not much. I mean, I've hit pan and erased it, but it's still there, and I still can use it, and I'm gonna. It's just a very dainty pink, and it's just powder. None of these whatever now that everybody uses. It's just pink, and it's powder. So, will it settle into my fine lines? Oh, sure. Should we use it? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So, I'll do this. It's what it is. One of the gems of being older at this point in my life is that I see like crap. So you will see me using the little tiny mirror because it needs to be like in my face. I'm blind as a bat. But that being said, there's that pink. It's not hideous. Is it great? No, but it's not hideous. And back in the day, we did use highlighter. I'm not going to tell you we didn't. That might be on my next go around because I actually have a highlighter. I want to say it's Christian Dior as well. Or Chanel. No, it was Chanel. I have a Chanel highlighter that I don't know where it is. But yeah, it's old. It's old and it is shiny and it is gorgeous and I love it. Yeah, I don't know where I put it, however. Okay, so next I'm going to show you some of the things. Obviously, I'm not going to use all of the things. Okay, so this isn't super old, but this is Benefit What's Up. It is a highlighter. And it's like a champagne color highlighter. And I will apply. It'll probably smear off everything I had because it's like lipstick. And it works. Yeah, I don't know exactly, how great it is, but it works. Need my up close because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. It's not really highlighting very great, but it'll do. It'll do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, the next thing I have is Rocket City. Who did this? I don't know, but Rocket City. I have no idea who Rocket City is, but I think this came as a free gift at some point. Yeah, it's so old the mirror has dried up and fallen off. It's another shadowy highlighter. So I'm going to put some on. What the hell? Let's make this fun. We're going to use all this old makeup because I know there is a specific somebody out there that will really enjoy this tremendously. Just for nostalgia purposes, I know that Maddie Peed on TikTok, she'll love this. Anyway, so this video is for her because I promised I would do it at some point, and she laughed and said, "Oh, I want to see that." So now I'm finally doing it, and I'm like kind of shy about doing things, whatever. But yeah, I forgot to put the lid on the Lorac. Okay, so then the next. Now I know when I bought this. I bought this in 2003. This is Stila in the original case. Here we go. The eye gloss. So I paid back in 2003 $12.75. I bought this. I know I bought this in Lancaster, Pennsylvania when I was going to Amish. This was the outlets, the makeup store, the company store, whatever the heck it was called. And I can really remember, but look how clean this is. I barely touched the pan back in the day. And it's an eye gloss. So back in the day, I didn't know what the hell an eye gloss was, but I really liked the color. And I know Stila was a, good brand at that time. It was one of the better brands. So this was Stila eye gloss in Cosmic Purple. And I think this is going to be another one with my dirty fingers that I would have to apply. Let's see. I'll just do my bottom because, the bottom lid. I it's an eye gloss, and I mean it's pretty. I don't know. They didn't obviously make it their eye gloss line because for years they didn't have it, and it showed up in essentially a outlet. So obviously it wasn't the thing at the time. It just kind of fell by the wayside, but it's actually nice. I can't say I hate it. But the next thing that's funny, because it will go back then, everything I had was purple. Purple was the color. Everything I bought was in a shade of purple. So my mother happened to be out one day and they came out with Revlon Illuminance Cream Eyeshadow in Va 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 Bloom. Okay. And it even has like a little booklet. When I say I kept my stuff, I really kept. And this actually gives you different eye looks in here, and it tells you, for where, anywhere look. I remember these being impossible to open. Okay, yeah. These, again, I don't know what it was around that time, but everybody was using a cream eyeshadow. I don't remember that, honestly. To me, it wasn't a thing. I don't remember actually, what I remember, and I'm going to show you something. I don't think well, maybe I will, because there is a purples in here. This little sucker, I don't know, Ultima 2, which was a makeup line, Ultima. And this is Hibiscus. Oh, yes, indeedy, it is. Okay. I don't think I remember opening it. And there's a blush. No, actually. One matte eye color, one color cassette eyeshadow, 3 patina eyeshadows. I don't know if there's something missing from here. Maybe there is something missing from here. I find it kind of, yeah, well, no, there isn't. There is nothing missing from there. So there's 3 patina eyeshadows, 1 matte eye color, 1 color cassette. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I think I dropped this in the early 90s. This really, honest to God, I can't tell you if this was the 80s or the 90s. I want to say the 80s by these shades. These were 80s shades, so I'm going to say this. I do remember this came in a set. This whole schmagig, it came in a set. And it came with other things. It came with like mascara and eyeliner and everything else. So yeah, it came with a lot of stuff. So I'm not sure what I want to use here. I'm gonna just dip my brush into this purple. Yeah, okay, we'll smoke it out. I have very hooded eyelids, so this may not, ugh, may not set right. But yeah, we'll do it anyway. Uh, yeah. Yeah, it's a little scary. Um, Thankfully, I do have brushes to swipe all this down and make it less scary. But yeah, this is what it was like to have makeup from the 80s. Yeah. Uh, I can't believe this is an actual color palette. Okay, well, I don't think there was rhyme or reasoning in the 80s to color palettes, but it's okay. We'll go with it. We'll use it. It's a little like talky. It's not really giving me tremendous fallout though, so there's that. Yeah. Okay. And then I guess I can go under. It's not really a thin enough brush, but I'll do it anyway. Yes, folks, I had COVID. My boyfriend, husband, whatever you want to call him, brought it home from work, and I was blessed with a really nice case of it for over a week. And this is week 2, so now it's just a sinusy thing. COVID itself is gone. Um, but yeah, I still feel like crap. I'm tired. Okay. Well, okay. Let's see if I can get this back on and not break it up. Okay, yeah, it did go right back on back in the 80s. That was some good stuff. Um, what else did I want to show you guys? Okay, so now, ooh, yeah, that yellow shadow really got everywhere. Okay, so then I have this Lancome Le Crayon lip contour. Now, oh, wait a minute, what's this? No, that's newer. Um, I have that, and oh, yeah, so this is really not looking too stunning. So this is Ofra Eyebrow, which is fairly newer, so I'm not going to really get into it with you guys because, Ofra is a company that still, I think, exists, if I'm not mistaken. But this is from an old package that I don't even know when I had it. And it doesn't work too great, but we'll try anyway. Yeah, it's not great. Patchy at best. But that's life, right? And then Wet and Wild. I have had this, I can't even tell you how long. I don't even know. I honest to God, it's a charcoal liner pencil, and if it doesn't poke my eye out of my head, we'll be good. Because it is some dry stuff here. My God, it's dry. Um, yeah, it's some dry liner. All it's doing is smudging down that shadow I just put on, but all right, we'll go there. I'll go there with it. Oh God, this is bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Anyway, it's smudging all over my face, so we're not gonna discuss it too much. how silly I look and smudgy. And yeah, last but not least, what do we do for... Oh, yes, here's another ancient. I'm not going to put anything else on my eyeballs, but this is Jane. And I don't even know. I'm blind, so I'm trying to see if this has a year on it. Again, no, but it's called Prom Queen, and it is a powder. So, putting it over that just to get it to stand out. It's nice, it'll do. I mean, you could probably substitute as blush, which is fine. So, to fill this all in, I think I'm going to use my Le Crayon, because that's like one of my older um, lip liner. Maybe I'll turn it into a lipstick for you. It's going to look hideous with the purple. But if you're doing a whole thing, you may as well do a whole thing. You know what I mean? So using just a lip liner, this is kind of a pinky red. Okay. And there we have it. As scary as that is my collection, some of my collection of, oh, wait, guys, I forgot. I have, see, now I'm Color Stay. I don't know when this is from. I'm going to say early 2000s. This is the one that stays. And when I say stays, it doesn't go anywhere. And I can't remember for what purpose that I bought this, but there was a reason at the time. So I'm going to say that this was in the early 2000s. And yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. So that is my collection, some of my collection of ancient makeup. It's old. It's very old. So, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, and hope to see you again. Bye.